Hello, my beautiful cosmic siblings. My name is Adrian Nelson, and this is my doggy. Let's look at everybody. Bruno. Very, very stubborn. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my platform, to my YouTube channel. It is such an honor to have you here. I am very, very passionate about helping people live their best experience of life. It is a real passion for me. I want to support you in living the magic of who you are and to just live this beautiful life that I believe that you were born to live. There is a part inside of you that says there must be better in this life for me, and I am very passionate about helping you discover what that is, to unlock what it is, to in a healthy way develop it, to maintain it, to sustain it, because you don't want good stuff and then they go, and good stuff and then they go, you know. So I am very, very excited about the opportunity to support people, and I will tell you quite honestly, I am really, really good at it, because I come from no judgment. I come from the heart. I understand we are all human beings. I'm a human, you're a human. We are just human beings helping each other. We are souls walking each other home. That is pretty much my vibe. Okay. Now, I am a tarot reader. I've probably been a tarot reader for the longest time. I'm also a tarot teacher. I teach in person. I've got a couple of beautiful online courses. There are links to them in the description. So there will be my step-by-step tarot reading course, which is actually the first course, the first online course that I created. And let me share something magical with you here. So when I created this online course, it took me about a year and a half to probably almost 2 years to get this course started, because I was focusing on everything that I didn't know. I'm not very IT proficient. I don't really know how to let cards sort of like fly across the screen or something like, pops up at the back. And also back then, things like AI hasn't been as advanced as it is these days. So you have to really know your stuff. And so one day I just sat down and I said, you know what, I'm just going to create this for whoever's my people. And so in life, we so often focus on what can go wrong, but when we focus on what can go right, completely different ballgame. Completely different ballgame. Another 2 sessions that I do that are so amazing. One is theta healing, and one is quantum regression hypnosis, that is also better known as past life regression. Now, past life regression I've been doing for a couple of years, and I've got a beautiful course out on that as well. It's down below in the description. And I believe with my coaching, with my service and everything, you don't just learn a skill. You also have to do some personal healing on the inside. Otherwise, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? And quantum regression is just so beautiful because you take this walk through your subconscious mind. Who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? And let me throw one to you out there. If you come in there and you've got some challenges, this is something that came to me at a point when I felt, no, Bruno, man, when I felt very, very challenged in my life. So, I remember I was living in Cape Town, and I was terrified because I actually thought that myself and my dog were going to end up on the street, Bruno. And I remember I was standing in this open field, and it came to me so clearly that my soul chose to come here. And my soul knew that I would have this experience, yet my soul still came. So my soul must know something that I don't know, because I am wrapped up in my fear of what is going to go wrong, And oh my goodness, time is running out and I don't have money, and oh my goodness. We are all familiar with that, okay? And I said, well, my soul must know something. He says, well, my soul, show me what it is. I call it let God be God. You get out of the way. And I also like to call it the blessing of the curse, or the guessing of the problem. So I'm in the problem. Isn't it better when you are in the problem to understand what is the subconscious belief that brought you here, as opposed to having to go through the problem again and suffer again? Who wants to do that? It's no fun. It's no fun at all, So, and here's a way for you to actually understand what has brought you towards where you currently are. When we are angry, when we are upset, when we are demotivated, when we are anxious, and we speak, you will hear what are the beliefs that is causing you to have this experience. So don't try to push your anger away. I am not about the bubblegum spirituality of, no, just reach for a better thought. Yeah, it's wonderful to reach for a better serving thought. But you want to know what has caused you to have the experience that you are currently having, you know? And this is also where theta healing comes in. So the difference between regression hypnosis is more of a chilled vibe, where you kind of follow the subconscious mind. Still beautifully healing, beautifully life shifting and transforming. Beautiful. But regression hypnosis is very but a little bit more relaxed. And theta healing, which is found by Vina Stable, is it's a more formulated way of like directing the mind. But they are so powerful. And I especially say, like clients will be like, how do I choose? So I said, well, if you just want to know what you are one and part of, you just want to have a nice relaxing experience, maybe you want to feel what it feels like when the soul leaves the body, you go up to the tunnel of light, you maybe want to understand your Akashic records, why did you come here, you maybe want to meet your soul family, you want to go to previous lives, other dimensions, future dimensions, you maybe want to recalibrate the neural pathways in your brain so that you can build a beautiful life for yourself. That is quantum regression hypnosis. Very, very powerful. Been in existence for like 5,000 plus years, back in the days in the sleeping temples of ancient Egypt and everything. Theta healing, sorry. Theta healing, I would say, it's almost like kind of going to therapy, but it is so powerfully effective because in theta healing, which is sort of like a combination of quantum physics, regression hypnosis, Reiki, all those beautiful things, and the sessions are quick, but they're beautifully calming and relaxing. So you can have all the benefits of quantum regression hypnosis in a theta healing session, but with a theta healing session, it's a more focused space, where quantum regression is a more relaxed space. But they're both really beautiful. I can't even choose between the two. They're lovely, and I always recommend to my clients, especially the ones for quantum, for the theta healing, I will say to them, you can have one session because one session will so powerfully shift your life. But I also have a beautiful package, and that is for people that really want to do powerful breakthroughs in their life, where you get 5 sessions and you pay for 4. And it's like 90-minute sessions, 60 to 90 minutes, quick. You want to know what you are getting from your problems because you get something from it, which is why your mind recreates it over and over and over. If, for example, as a child, you were very traumatized, you didn't feel supported, maybe, you realize that you have to be very focused and very resilient to get things done in life. And now you get everything. You've got the house, the car, the partner, the job, you've got everything, the beautiful body, you've got everything. But you are feeling unfulfilled. Because, I'm not saying that money is a bad thing. I love having money. I do. But money and fame and accolades and achievements, they're wonderful things. But they don't really bring you a sense of fulfillment, wholeness, completeness, peace. They don't bring you that. Okay? So that is where we work in theta healing. What is it that you need? What are you holding on to? Did you know that yes, a lot of things that happen in childhood determines how you experience your life going forward. But most of the things, like 99.9% of the things that you experience in childhood is because of the generational patterning, the ancestral lineage, call it what you will, that you were born into, because we are carbon copies of our parents. We have got the potential for the positive sort of attributes and skills and talents from our parents, our family line, the environments that we grow up in. But we also have the things that challenge them. So what did your family, your older siblings, your aunts, your neighbors, your aunts, your uncles, your neighbors, what did they believe about money? What did they believe about prosperity? A challenge that a lot of the ladies work with me is, for example, it was believed back in the day that a woman should get married, have kids, and, keep the house. So when you want to maybe go out on your own, for whatever reason, you might come from an abusive past, you might not be fulfilled in your relationship anymore. Maybe you just want to do your own thing. It doesn't have to be negative. You can experience so much, almost like conflict in the process. You can't understand why. But when you can understand why, from the bottom belief, from the key belief, that is what makes theta healing and also quantum regression hypnosis so powerful. It doesn't deal with the problem, because the problem is a manifestation of a deeper belief that you have either taken on in this lifetime, or it is stemming from a previous lifetime. You might have inherited from your family in your pathology. When we look at epigenetics, then you really get into that. All right. So, I mean, I've studied many, many things. Astrology, numerology. I'm a Reiki grandmaster. What else? Crystal healing, angel healing, communication, psychic ability, tarot, runes, the I Ching, so many things. You know, the silver method, NLP, all beautiful things, and I bring them all together in a session. For example, something that I do that I love so much is you can just do like a once-off distance Reiki session, but I'm a Cancerian, so I like to offer to clients like this 5 days sort of distance healing, which incorporates like Reiki and white light magic, elemental energy, crystals, candle magic, and it's really beautiful. I love it. I love it so very much, you know. But yeah, that is just me. I come here every week, or I try my best to come here every week. I do a reading for all zodiac signs. I like to maybe upload guided meditations, some knowledge that I think might be helpful. If I get a couple of clients coming to me with the same thing, I might say, okay, well, a couple of people came to me with this. Maybe I can share it with you. I work in person. I work online. I love to see people win. One thing that is very important to me, be that a reading. Look at my beautiful deck. Isn't it beautiful? The Breath of Life Tarot Oracles. Something so important to me is that I want to support my clients, not my patients. I don't believe there's anything wrong with you. I want to support my clients in a space where they can, they recognize their power, they discover their power, they unlock their power, they maintain their power, they benefit from the power of who they are, So I'm not saying that you can't come back to me, but what I'm saying is I am very passionate about the idea of empowering people to the point that they can go forward and don't need me. That's what I want, So if you feel, if you'd like to comment, I'd like to see what you are saying. I'd like to know where in the world you are from. And I'm not saying it because it's a cute little thing to get comments. I love people. I like knowing where you are. I like knowing what excites you, because by learning more about you, I'm learning more about myself. Because you are me and I am you. There's no separation. We are one, Even, for example, right now, this video, we are experiencing this one moment in time together in multiple different ways. Think about it. I'm recording this video now. I don't know what the date is today. Today is October the 5th, 2025. It is Sunday and it is 1:38 p.m. Okay? But I'm recording this moment now. But whenever you are seeing it, it is also the one moment that we are sharing together. Isn't it beautiful? So, if you subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. Share the channel, like the video. Tell me what you are excited about. Where in the world are you? Especially if you are, practicing these other tools. I would be so excited to hear from you. And just have a beautiful life. You might want to go out and check whatever video I have for your latest zodiac sign reading. Or maybe you want to book a personal session. I also do massages. Obviously, those are in person, But yeah, that's what I got. I wish you everything beautiful. Namaste. Love and light. Bye. I look forward to hearing from you.